Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a...
First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Jose Barrios. And Siggy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Lockridge. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve.
Tatis runs. Throw to second. Save.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Back now in Toronto. And on the mound today, Michael King. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Guerrero now at the plate. The pitch. And that one hammered. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. His 12th of the season. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One out, base is empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And this one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Alejandro Kirk will hit next.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
To the right side, Joe. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 rounds. New inning getting started. Here's Elias Diaz. Foul ball there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
2 down, bases empty. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Right back to him on the mound. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead 4-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the...
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But
now this one gets through. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 4-1. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Double play ball to second. Over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero. In time, inning-ending double play. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one ripped and foul ball.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And that's a base hit and a good start to the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Tap foul at the plate. Liner snagged at first. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Anthony Santander at the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. And that squirts through. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. 1-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tosses to first, and that as we go to the top of the fourth. Now here is Manny Machado. That's outside. Ball 2. Fastball for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man at first. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. Sia strikes him out for the second time today. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Machado, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still slings it to second. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out. And here is Michael Conforto.
Man, I was expecting 5-4-3 double.
That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. And we are starting over. It's 4-4.
He did a really great job of staying tall on that hanging slurve. If you collapse on the backside, you'll take a good pitch to hit and pop it up. That time, really good pass at the baseball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Stays alive. Smash down the left field line. Base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a ball popped up. Guerrero makes the grab, and that'll do it. So a 3-run shot for the Padres here. It's now tied 4-4. This is back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. That's hard hit on the line. Tatis hauls it in, and there's one away. Alejandro Kirk digs in now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Over to Joe. And a couple of quick outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. And that's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that K brings him into double digits for the game. Here's Machado. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has...
He flips it to second in time. Relay to Guerrero in time. Tied at 4. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So the lineup flips over. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And here is Bo Bichette. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ron Marinaccio, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Matsui, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Oh, the throw is over his head. Jimenez around second, on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Manager out of the dugout. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Ron Marinaccio.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So up next, Anthony Santander. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. now in Toronto. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Elias Diaz. Fly ball center field. He makes the grab, and there's one away. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. Swings through that one for strike 2. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Fly ball to right. Springer under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Michael Conforto will climb in. That one fouled off. In the air to left center. Schneider on the move. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conforto settles under this one. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Got him swinging. So 2 down now, and here is Alejandro Kirk. Tied at 4. Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Sends it to first, and that ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. Here's Jason Hayward, and that's in for a strike. In the air out to center. Varsho makes the grab on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Bogarts now. Into center. Varsho makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Robert Suarez.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And the batter is George Springer. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag, out at second. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Here's a 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Yuki Matsui, the left-hander, up and throwing. Estrada warming up as well. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Burr. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lockridge.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Eric Swanson is forced to the mound after the injury. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the go again. In the air, right field. And George makes the grab. And there's two away. And now it's Elias Diaz. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. So the Jays back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year. So this should be fun to watch.
Tied at 4. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Bogarts with the throw to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Lockridge sizing this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Action in the pen down there. Yuki Matsui up and throwing. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Garcia.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So now a pinch hitter, Jackson Merrill.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Swing and a pop-up. Clement settles underneath it, and there's 2 away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
And that's downstairs and outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. No runs. Staying in the game on defense, Jackson Merrill. He pinch hit last half inning, but now he's in a position he's not familiar with at all. Seems like a questionable move here. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up. And there's 1 down. So up next, Davis Schneider. The other way. Gets down. Base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Good feed, that's one. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings. Back now, and we're in extras. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And a base hit on a line. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. Safe, and that's his third hit. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Here's Manny Machado. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Jimenez throw to first. Machado out of the play. They limit the damage here. Padres with a run-scoring double. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jason. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get in. Some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Now a move being made at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Addison Barger. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Joe has a beat on it. Brings it in, and there's one down. Here's George Springer. So the tying run at second. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Fires to the plate, but it's offline. He will score.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Back to the top of the order now. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field. Lockridge pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And a 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. And the winning run is now in scoring position. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. That should get the dugout going. And the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's a team that just can't seem to get out of their own way. The losses keep piling up, Singy.
Yeah, it's been a really rough stretch, Boog. Missed opportunities and some bad breaks out there. They got to put it behind them today and just find a way to get a W.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
3-1. Yeah, Boog, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw, but it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And that one is lifted in the air. Springer has a beat on it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Schneider makes the grab, one down. Manny Machado up to the plate. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swings through that one. That's to third. Clement over to first. Machado is out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Elias Diaz, the next. Now this is through for a base hit. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 2-0. 2 outs, runner at first. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. Schneider pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, today's starting pitcher, Dylan Cease. What do you look for here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Some high cheese for strike 3. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. Man at first, one away. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Around second is Bichette. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Check swing, and he went 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. 2 away. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that's the inning. Blue Jays get a run on this double by Vlad Jr. And it's now a... And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. And that one pulled foul.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Hit in the air, left field. Schneider makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's Jason Hayward. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. And that turns the lineup over. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. Next offering is in for a strike. Rosario over at first with one away. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Left field, Schneider under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they're up by 3. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it hits the fence. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Ground ball right side, sneaks through, base hit. Tatis around third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money.
And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. Check swing, called strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. One out, bases empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. That ends the inning. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Easton Lucas. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. At the wall, and it's out of play. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. The batter will be Michael Conforto. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the DH, Jason Hayward. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Inside. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1
Check
strike.
swing, called strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's to third, into the outfield, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-1. So 2 on with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Connor Joe. Here comes the manager out of the blue. New pitcher now for the Jays, Chad Green.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Springer there makes the catch. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. On the ground right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette will hit next. Swings through that.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. On to the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Oh, he throws it away. Round second, digging for 3rd. And he makes it all the way to 3rd. So a costly throwing error there. And now it's Manny Machado. And that one fouled off. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. Springer. He's got it. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Elias Diaz digs in now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside.
Ball outside.
That one lifted to left. Schneider under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Goes down looking. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball to strike. And there's a foul ball. Missed inside with the curve.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
The Padres up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. The 1-1 is fouled off. Varsho, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So 1 hit. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Angel Bastardo.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So here's the Padres DH, Jason Hay. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Fires over to Guerrero. One away here in the fifth. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. Next pitch is inside, and a count 2-1. Still only one out here in the inning. Right down to shoot, and that's strike two. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Tosses to first. Play is made. 2 out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup, but 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fouls one off. 2-2. Tatis waits.
We got a full count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Here.
Man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score easily. So man aboard. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Schneider. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. And here is Michael Conforto. On the ground, right side. Jimenez fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Diving, makes the grab.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His second homer of this series. It's 11-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. That one fouled off, 2-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, out to short. On the run, sent it over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. We're through 6 full. You're watching Major League Baseball. Now the DH for the Padres, Jason Hayward. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Fly ball down the line. Springer sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab. Next for the Padres, Eggy Rosario. This to third, Clement. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Rosario stands at first with 1 out. Popped up. Jimenez. And there are 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Jimenez should have this one. Nabs it, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yuki Matsui.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball. And a 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Conforto makes the grab, 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Throw to first in time. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. This one pretty. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Nick Sandlin getting ready to make his season debut. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2 to count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. First out in the top of the 8th. Here comes Manny Machado. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Bichette whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back now in Toronto. Here's George Springer to start it off. 2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario slings it across. That takes care of Springer. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pinch hitter coming on. Tyler Heineman looking to start something with 1 gone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. 1 gone, runner at first. So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. On the ground to the left. Fires to second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Swanson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Number 38, Nathan Lucas.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A solo shot. It's 12-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill, and that misses. 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show. So bottom of the 9th, and now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. The throw is offline. He's got a leadoff double. So man aboard, Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Up the middle, Rosario. The throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Out towards left center. Merrill. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 12-3. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. And the batter now, Davis Schneider. They're down to their final strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final 12. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Chris Bassett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of their tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second.
That one is absolutely belted onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back. Getting the nod on the mound, Nick Pivetta.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
It gets down a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Bichette up to the dish. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double. Top of the second. Here's Manny Machado now. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. He'll do it himself and quickly one away in the second. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
In the air, left field, Schneider. And that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here is Anthony Santander.
Nope. Outside.
Hit in the air, center field. Merrill moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And he walked him. And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Righty delivers. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Varsho at first, 1 gone. And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 outs.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Tatis puts it away, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track. Michael Conforto will climb in. Up the middle, Jimenez throws to first in time.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw off balance.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He'll touch them all. His 4th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So the batting order turns over. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Slowly on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. And the batter is George Springer. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and chases a low one there. Diaz on to first. In time, the 2-3 strike. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Outside low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. Schneider hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there. 1 out, runner at 2nd. Here's Machado. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So here's the Padres DH, Luis Campusano. Got him swinging.
Oh, boy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible. Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Tatis, the runner at 3rd. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job.
Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bo Bichette. Up the middle, Bogarts handles the chance. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one in the air, center field. Merrill hauls it in, 2 away. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Over to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is down low. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So the lineup flips over. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. On the ground. Tosses to first. And that is that. No runs. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. Hit in the air, left field. Conforto. And there's 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. And a curve is down and in.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts whips it across, and there's 2 away. Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. 1-1 now. And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Blue Jays down a run.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. And 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs, no hits. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. Here's George Springer. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball left side. Over to Joe. That takes care of Springer. Back to the top of the lineup, Andres Jimenez. Next up for the Blue Jays. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bogarts hauls it in to end the inning. Make it 6. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side, Guerrero. He steps on the bag. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's Elias Diaz. That one hit to right. And George makes the grab. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 2 outs. Line drive, base hit.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. One left for San Diego. They lead it 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Robert Suarez.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Up and in, and now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over, so it's there at least in the back of your mind. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And here's a slow roller. Bogarts. Oh, what a flip for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play. And now here is Anthony Santander. This one high in the air to left center. Conforto sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the year. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That misses, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. 2 up, 2 down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time
Guerrero takes it himself, and it's a 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jeremiah Estrada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Throws to first in time, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a chopper out to short. Jump throw to first, and he beats it.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. His righty-lefty splits there. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And the count 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Got him. Third out. One hit, one left. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now Machado up here. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the... We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jason Adams.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One-run game, bottom 9. Hard ground ball, base 9.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Popped up. Bogarts on his way over. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. Bo Bichette, the next to hit. Pickoff throw, and Springer's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's a double play to end it.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really.
Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That just misses. The count now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Blue Jays back now in Tampa Bay. And today on the hill, Bowden Francis. What do we need to know here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. On a line out towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Yandy Diaz now. Headed down the line. Springer there makes the catch. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. Santander working through some struggles lately. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 2 down. Addison Barger now at the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Brandon Lau. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball line to center. Varsho makes the grab on the run. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now, Braden Taylor. Swing and a miss as he was late. Second inning here, no score.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 hit. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swing at a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Back to right, low, ranging after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. And that one popped in the air, left field. Morel moving under it and makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's a speed threat. Johnny DeLuca. Late on that fastball. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Varsho brings it in. As we go to the top of the 4th, Bo Bichette up to the dish. Hard hit, right side. Lau sends it to first, and Bichette is retired. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
High in the air, out to right. Low, snags it. That's out number 2. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 outs. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. Go ahead run on base. Now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. This ball's chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Fouled off. He was late. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Kirk to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Just outside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Lau at the plate. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Over to Diaz. Out. And that quickly, two away. So two down now, and here is Ernie Clement. Clement checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. This one in the air. Diaz. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning. Now it's Jansen to hit. To third. On to Jimenez. That's the inning. Top six. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Out there to center, DeLuca. On the move. Can't get there. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Gets under it and pops it up. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. With the go-ahead run at first. And we're the top half of the sixth. Throws it away.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Oh, great stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Johnny DeLuca. Line to left, hauls it in, and there's one away. So the Rays batting order turns over. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. This splits between April and May there. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Rays held in check. Back now in Tampa Bay, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a line drive to left field. DeLuca pulls that one down, and there's one away. Anthony Santander digs in now.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger also getting ready. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. Shane McClanahan the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still no score. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And now Brandon Lowe. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kevin Kelly.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Activity in the bullpen. Pete Fairbanks warming up for manager Kevin Cash. And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes. Can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
1 out, base is empty. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Swing and a ball popped up. Drops into the glove. 2 away. And now Ernie Clement. Here's a 1-1. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And the batter is George Springer. Two outs. Strike 3, got him swinging. That ends the frame. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Sandlin. He's making his second appearance of the season. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Got him swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. His 4th home run of the season. And now they're out front. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Man at first with one gone. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And it stays fair. Around from second is the tying run. The throw to second is offline. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This looks like extra bases. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. I'll tell you.
The left-hander on now, Garrett Clevenger.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now a chance for Anthony Santander. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it hits the fence. Vladdy comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead in the 9th. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. This to center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. So man aboard. Now Addison Barger. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. In the air, left field. Corrals it. 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. High fly ball out to center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Hard of the order. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Brandon Lowe. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Got him looking. Now only 1 out remaining. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Got him, and that's the ball game. And your final 3-1. From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Ryan Pepio.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big factor for them in recent games, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that AL leaderboard for home runs. Top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
And now the count is even.
2-2.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 outs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Blue Jays held it. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starter Kevin Gossman. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the... And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Tag, safe. Jansen too late with the throw.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. That one the other way. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lowe. Smoked on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Junior Caminero. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2 to count.
On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
So 2 down. Christopher Morel, the next to hit, and a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No score here in the second. That one outside. And the count's even at 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. On to the 3rd inning, and now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman. Bounce to the right side. Loud. Handles, throws to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Pepio checks the runner. Jimenez back on a dive. Runner on the move. There's a ball.
That's a ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swinging a foul straight back. Bichette leads off first with 1 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And a 1-2 again. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And no one can get there. Around second is Bichette. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And now the big-time power threat, Anthony Santander. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from 3rd, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim. High fly ball out into left center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Danny Jansen to hit here. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
3-1.
In the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schneider squeezes it, and the inning is over. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, George Springer. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Kim with the throw to first. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the number 2 hitter, Richie Palacios.
1-2 is the count.
On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays.
1-2.
1 out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a heater.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2-2 is the count.
On the ground to the left, Clement. To first, Rays retired in order. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard. So digging in, Bo Bichette. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Glove flip for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where
Andrew Wentz on to pitch here.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Palacios makes the play. Both runners tagging. Bichette comes around to score. Not in time. He's safe. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. That one is hammered right field. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Brayden Taylor. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the...
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Davis Schneider. There's a strike.
We got a full count.
In the air, right side, low. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's George Springer. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Hit hard, base hit. Springer makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto, Will Wagner. 2 on, 1 out. And next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning. Now into the game, Addison Barger. He takes over in right. Gausman ready to fire now. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-2. That's towards center. Varsho after it. And there's one down. Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays. High fly ball, shallow right field. Puts it away for the out. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Josh Lowe. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Kevin Kelly gets the call from the pen on for the 30th time this year. That one finds the zone. And a full count now.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. comes up empty. That's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Dalton Varsho. Fouls one off. 2-2. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. That one
Full
not
count.
Close. Full count now. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pete Fairbanks up and loosening in the pen. Clevenger getting cranked up as well.
Ball
So now
four,
2
take your
on
base.
and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Schneider getting ready to hit. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-0. First and second, 2 down. Next to hit, Addison Barger. On the ground right side, Lau. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the lead is... Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Strike 2.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers
1-2.
lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
In the air to left center. Varsho makes the grab, 1 down.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
And that one finds its way through. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Brandon Lau now at the plate. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Oh, right to the backstop. Lau up to second, runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Diaz at third, Lau over at second with 1 down. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So up next, Christopher Morel.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able.
Varsho makes the play, and that is... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Action in the pen down there. Number 70, warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs.
Over to Diaz, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, Braden Taylor. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jimenez. The flip to second to Guerrero, and they turn 2. And now the catcher comes up to him. Danny Jansen. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. So a man at first. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Josh Lowe. The relay to the plate, in there. He scores. It's 5-1.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at-bat.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 70. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, with 2 strikes, you want to stay back long enough for that breaking ball, but he handled a fastball slightly elevated. Good job by the hitter right there to spoil it away.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the 1st out here in the 9th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Guerrero leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Back to first, double play. And that's it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Blue Jays. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Eric Swanson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees. And the batter now, Brandon Lau. And strike 2. The Blue Jays leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right through there, got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
They're down to their final strike. The Rays down to their final strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Rays down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take the first 2 games. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Well, Siggy, this team has hit a major rough patch. Really. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab in this one, Taj Bradley having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are two outs.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. Two strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And it stays fair. Man at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. And that's a strikeout looking. That's the first color we've seen today. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Jose Barrios. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Yandy Diaz now. That's to third, and it's off the bag. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. And now it's Brandon Lau.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Yeah, no question. Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position. And that one is in there, called strike 3. 1 left for Tampa, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Now at the plate, Addison Barger. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Center field, Palacios in position and puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Now move to first, and he's back in easily. Varsho off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And a base hit into right center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now for the Jays, Will Wagner. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Hey, you beat it up.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place.
Over to Diaz. That ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Barker hauls it in, and there's one away. Brayton Taylor next to hit for the Rays. Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Fastball right back to the mound. On to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Two outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And that one is lifted in the air. Barker under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Addison Barger. And it's fouled away. Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And a swing and a miss there. Blows the high. He's past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ground ball up the middle. Lau tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. So no runs here. Bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Lifted in the air down the left side. Schneider. And out number 1 on the grab. Lau at the plate. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him. Junior Caminero will hit next. Lifted in the air, right field. Barker settles underneath it. Nabs it. 2 away down. And stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The Rays strand just. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. 1 away.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. 1 down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's out to center field. Palacios makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's the DH, Brayden Taylor. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
At the plate, Ha-Sung Kim. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk makes the catch, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Andrew Wentz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Off the mark there. It's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Right side, low. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Now batting the right field.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Addison Barger. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Barger around third. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Kirk hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Not close with that one. 3-1.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. On the ground. Fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. They trail by 1. It's 3-2. First and second, 1 out. And the batter now, Christopher Morel. 2 on, 1 out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the...
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So now the DH spot, Braden Taylor. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schneider settles under it. And that is the third out of the inning. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Clevenger.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Almost got him.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the air, out towards right center. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Guerrero Jr.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Guerrero digs in now. That's the third. Caminero. There's one. The double play ends the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
That's shortstop.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Danny Jansen to hit here. His righty-lefty splits there. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Sizzling on its way to the outfield.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
He goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So the tying run in scoring position now. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Pete Fairbanks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Anthony Santander at the plate. Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Morel makes the play. And there's one away. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. Check swing, and he went. And the count now even up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Sandlin.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And here is Junior Caminero. Fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now, Christopher. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, man. That stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing. Just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. The 1-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Palacios sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 down, bases empty. Will Wagner now at the plate. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Hit weakly on the ground, Kim. And that is that. So one hit. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now here is Ha-Sung Kim.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. 3-2.